Michael Brennan was just filling me up there if you saw that on Gloucester Park TV. How lucky am I? But we're joined by the Olympic gold medalist, Group 1 winning trainer. There's not too much this man hasn't done. Let's hope for the punters out there. Maybe he can help us back a couple of winners on Friday night. We'll kick off with Billy's the Star. He's first up from a break wide draw mouse. What can we expect from your pacer first up?
To be honest, I don't know, Gareth.
That's not a very good answer.
Well, his trials have been very good, but the barrier draw really hurts him in that. But look, we're just hoping to see what we've seen so far in his trials has been really sharp, and looks as though he's probably starting to get back towards his best. You know, he sort of was in the wilderness for a prep, and we've changed a few things around, and I'm really happy with the way he's going now.
Last preparation he showed a bit, but he was a horse that sometimes when you looked at him, he was a little bit hard to drive, and he wasn't, not genuine, but he did a few things wrong. Do you think you've been able to sort that out over the break?
Yeah, look, his head carriage will still be the same. It looks pretty bad from the side, but when you're sitting behind him, he's actually quite smooth and one of the nicer horses to drive. But yeah, look, whatever he does this week, he's going to improve on. We're obviously going to have to go back and just hope there's a little bit of tempo. If there is, then it won't surprise me to see him right up there in the firing line.
Miss Angriel's a very good 2-year-old filly. She's very quick. That's her asset. She's got gate speed. I guess you have to use that and try and cross in the early part.
Yeah, look, you know, obviously 2-year-old races are pretty tricky. Sometimes they get out the gate, sometimes they don't. But her asset definitely is her gate speed. You know, on Monday she wasn't able to cross, but that gate speed put her in a position, and she relaxes so well. You know, she's so well educated that you can push the button with her and she comes straight back to you. And you know, she has shown she's got a fair bit of toughness. You know, she sat outside the horse, the 2-year-old, I think goes real good in Golden State. She sat outside it at Bunbury, didn't shirk the task at all. But you know, whether she's in front or in the running line, or maybe even 3 back the fence, we'll soon find out Friday night.
Is she up to these better 2-year-olds in these feature races?
Absolutely.
Yep. So she can run a really good race on Friday night?
I think $26 is amazing value, but we all know you can't eat value, Gareth.
You cannot eat value. Worth an each way punt, $26 for the filly. Okay, we move on. Michael Brennan, you're in the race book once again. Hudson Bay, what happened the other day?
He was just basically a trotter. They have the propensity to throw all the toys out of the cot, and he did the other day. He just sort of something set him off in the prelim, and he bolted, and then he just was on his worst behaviour after that. But we trialled him again on Sunday, and my 10-year-old daughter could have driven him at trials on Sunday. Okay. So he's look, I think he should find the front, and I think he'd be very hard to beat. Yeah, he's a
very good trotter when he behaves, and he should be winning. And then we move on to the last race. You have, of course, Free Falling. This horse has been going okay of late.
Yeah, he's going really good. He's very consistent. You know, last start was very good. I think they went 157.8 or something like that for the 2500, and he got run down late. I don't think he actually gets to 2500. He's a fantastic miler, and obviously Friday night's over the mile. And yeah, look, I think he's my best of the night.
So how do you drive him?
Well, I hope I don't have to drive him. Michael can drive him. But,
how do you? What instructions do you give your nephew?
You know, he's got to run the gate, and you know, if he gets left in the breeze, he gets left in the breeze. We can dictate from there. But you know, having a quick look at it, he'll be either in front or in the breeze.
Let's have a look. Respond our big slow Terra Force man to man. Michael Grantham, you lean back and you get to the front at all costs, and if you don't, well, we'll have to have words with you, Michael.
Well, we will.
That's the instructions here live on Gloucester Park TV, Mickey G, that you lean back like Timmy Tetrick and get the job done.
Yeah, unfortunately he's not allowed to lean back on this horse because of his head carriage. He can be a bit unruly at times, but he sits up, and once you've got him going, he's allowed to lean back.
Yeah, we'll get him going, lean back and get the job done. Thank you very much, Michael.
Pleasure as always, Gareth.